Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here, coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the latest trailer for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Now, this trailer was presented at the Tokyo Game Show, which pretty much means that it is entirely in Japanese, and I don't really speak Japanese. Doesn't matter how much I wish I did, I simply don't. So we're going to be focusing on the gameplay aspects, but first, I'm going to let you guys watch the entirety of the trailer as is, and then I'm going to be pausing through it so that I can give you guys my commentary on certain portions of the trailer. Let's begin.
Tato ひとたび破れるとも命を落とし主を必ず取り戻すそれが我が忍びなれば私はかつて修羅を見ました
不思議り確かにもらい受けた
久しいなフクロウのせがれよ
邪魔立てするか巫女の忍び
狼よ我が血と共に生きてくれ
So friggin' good. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I know that a lot of people wanted Dark Souls 4 and Bloodborne 2, but I wanted this. And you guys are like, well, but I mean, do you even know what this is? You haven't even gotten to play it yet. And you're right, I haven't, because I didn't go to Gamescom this year. But basically what I wanted was the next thing from Miyazaki's head. And I keep referring to this because, like, once Sekiro comes out, and once we play through Sekiro, I want you guys to understand that what I'm going to want after that is not going to be Sekiro 2. I'm going to want the thing that comes after that. See, that's what I want from Miyazaki. I want new projects, new games. But anyways, let's have a look at all of the little gameplay tidbits that we have in this particular trailer and go over them in turn. So first we see this burning village over here. I'm not exactly sure what this is about because we just don't really have the context to it. Sure, there's a little bit of kanji there, but like I said, I don't really speak Japanese. Now, on this particular scene, I did see Vaati video, by the way. I'm probably going to link to that in the description below if you guys haven't seen his video yet. He translates pretty much all of the Japanese stuff on here, but this is like some reference to basically your oath as shinobi is that you gotta keep going, doesn't matter how many times you die, so it's kind of like one of those references to the whole Shadows Die Twice thing, okay? We also get a really good shot of the prosthetic arm here, and it made me think a little bit, and it's just like me hypothesizing about stuff. But just imagine if prosthetics really were this advanced in feudal Japan, like where would they be now for people that are actually amputees, you know? Like we could have some fucking amazing prosthetics right now, which we do, but not as good as this. So the very first scene that we see here just has my mind like bubbling with possibilities. Like you see the most vanilla approach to this area in this particular video, right? You're going right through the front steps, right through the front door. Here we go. But you look at this and you think about all of the mechanics that this game currently has, and one of the new mechanics that is going to be revealed in this trailer. And you can immediately think, why can't we just like grapple on top of the rooftops, go through the rooftops, which I'm pretty sure you can. You can probably go around, by the way, because I think we've seen this area from different angles, and I think there's like pathways around the whole area, so you can probably sneak around the less populated area. You can potentially leap through the walls in here in order to get to the roof in case for some reason your grappling hook isn't working or whatever. So there's just so many different ways to navigate this area, whereas in previous Souls games, like, yep, this is the way to go. Now, in this game, it's just like your mind explodes with the possibilities of how you can navigate through here. Then here we have another thing, which is we've been talking about stealth, and I think that they've actually rotated this image a little bit to make it a little bit more cinematic. I don't necessarily think that this is a cutscene, which it kind of looks like that, but to me, because of the pose of how the character is, it doesn't really feel like a cutscene. I think that this is actually going to be gameplay, and you will be able to like stealth kill the dudes that are down there or whatnot, because there's a lot of stealth kills happening in this game. And here is the wall jumping thing that I was talking about. Now, the important thing about the wall jumping mechanic here is that if you notice, there's a couple of like white markings on the platforms, like right here and right here. These are not lights. Like I initially thought these could be like lights coming in from other places, but as your character passes through, there is no cutting of the lights. So these are not lights. This is like markings, and I'm wondering if these markings indicate walls that can be jumped, or if you're going to be able to jump off of every single wall. I hope that you'll be able to jump off of every single wall, and I hope that this is not some kind of like Uncharted marking where it's like, hey, you can wall jump here. I hope that's not the case, because that would be kind of lame. I just really want to be able to jump off of walls, and just think of all the combo opportunities that you can get from jumping off of a wall and then attacking enemies, you know? Here we see some more of the grappling hook in action, which is pretty cool. Now, the interesting thing about this change in scenes is that I don't know what the story is behind these monks or whatever, but one of the things that I instantly noticed is like, look at the time of day in this scene. You're looking at like close to dusk, right? The sun is at its peak or zenith or whatever, and it's slowly coming down. So the sun is setting, at least in my opinion, this is the sun setting because of the colors that you see. Whereas in the immediately next scene right here, you're looking at much earlier in the day. You're talking like noon or even earlier than that because of where the sun is and how the sun works. And it made me wonder, does this game have an actual day-night cycle, or is the day going to progress as events unfold in the game, very much like what we had for Bloodborne? Either way, I'm going to be happy either way. I think that the time of day advancing through events in the game is actually really cool, because in subsequent playthroughs, you kind of, anyone that is watching the game or something like that, mostly from a viewer perspective, I guess, but anyone that is watching maybe a streamer or something play the game, they can tell at what point of the game the streamer is by the time of day. I always thought that was pretty cool for Bloodborne, but, you know, that's just one man's opinion. I like that aspect. Then in here we see something that I mentioned when we talked about the EpicNameBro's footage, which is you're on the ledge. I told you guys that you could perch up on ledges and whatnot, and he's going to do a stealth takedown from the ledge, which is pretty damn cool, the fact that you can do that. Because, like, for instance, even the ledge behind us right now, suppose there's an enemy up there, you can do that in that ledge behind the boss. Here we get some more footage of the Samurai General, which is pretty cool. But this right here is the pièce de résistance of this particular trailer. Just watch it again. It's beautiful. Look at how many parries we do right there. Is that not insane? Like, because those, according to Vaati Video, who has played the game, those are all perfectly timed parries. Okay? All of these perfectly timed parries. And pay attention to something, which is at the end there, he jumps and then parries while in the air. Now, that particular point just goes to reinforce something that I've mentioned when I first saw gameplay of this game, which was there's going to be a lot of back and forth of sword blows, which we kind of expected, but it is going to feel like an exchange of blows with a sword, not necessarily just like, I'm going to break your guard and attack you. like, there's more to the whole system than that, and just the whole back and forth with the posture system and all of that stuff. I think that is really going to bring the combat system to life, and I really like what I'm seeing. It is going to take quite a bit of practice to be able to perform all of those parries, but it's going to be super rewarding. Anyway, in this next scene, we see what secret rooms look like in Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. You'll be able to, you know, go through those walls and find some secret treasures in there or something. And on here, I was actually wondering if this is our protagonist, because I can't really tell with the bit rate of this video. I can't tell what the hell that thing is down there. So yeah, I don't know too much about this particular scene. And here, this sword right here, I actually was looking through the Sekiro subreddit yesterday. Haven't looked at it today, so there's probably a bunch of updates. But this one is Fushigiri, which is, actually, did I pronounce that right? I might have pronounced that wrong. But this sword was referred to in that Reddit thread with a bunch of people commenting on it as the Undead Killer, which instantly made me think of Geralt in The Witcher 3 and how you have a silver sword to deal with monsters and then an actual steel sword to deal with humanoid enemies. And I'm wondering if it's going to be the same case here. You're going to have like a special sword for killing certain special types of enemies. It's not necessarily a mechanic that I'm too into, because, you know, I like having my weapon and I like beating up on all kinds of enemies with it. I could be persuaded if there was more to the mechanic than just like, oh yeah, you use this sword to kill these types of enemies and the other sword to kill the other types of enemies. Because I kind of feel like, you know, that's Witcher's thing. That's been done, you know? So hopefully there's much more to it than that. Like maybe you need certain conditions to activate this sword, and once you activate the sword, then it becomes like super powerful. Maybe you'll be able to charge it up by using your regular sword or by killing a certain amount of enemies. And then once you charge it up, you can use this, and it will just like straight up do some special attacks or something against, you know, immortal enemies or something. Okay. This right here is some Scorpion from Mortal Kombat level shit. Okay. It's a new ninja tool that we are seeing, and I can instantly hear Scorpion going, "Get over here," whenever he uses this. Just look. Get over here. Isn't that amazing? We gotta see that again. Gotta see that one again, just straight up. Hey, come on. Get over here. It's really cool. I like the fact that there's a hook-like ability to pull enemies towards you. I like that. That's pretty cool. And on here we see an execution that we had seen before. Usually you can do these after you know, either when you stealth someone or when you break their posture. There again, there is the kanji symbol, which usually means danger. And obviously the danger is the big dude back here. But what I thought was interesting about this one, and I'm very confused about this particular bit of footage, is that look at what happens when he dies. Like, he explodes in more than just his own blood. It's almost like there's some kind of blood mist effect that is happening. And I'm wondering if that's like a special execution, maybe like a special skill that the main character is doing that is going to make him disappear or something like that. You know, like Ninja Vanish, like some friggin', what do you call those? A smoke bomb or something that he's able to do with the channel that with the enemy's blood. Because it almost seems like your character goes invisible after this. You know, or it could just be because of the weird video transition. Like, you can still see the character here, but I don't know. For some reason, my mind just straight up went to, this looks like some kind of invisibility type of thing, but I don't know if that is the case. It could just be because the video instantly transitions to this. And by the way, this is another amazing execution right there. I'm really liking the animation work. This enemy also looks pretty damn interesting, walking on the little invisible wires there. I thought that was pretty cool. This was another one of the enemies that you could play apparently in the Gamescom demo. It was a corrupted, what was it called? A corrupted monk or something. I don't know. Either way, this enemy looks very interesting with the Naginata just beating the crap out of you. But what I really liked about this particular fight was this section right here. Once again, using the grappling hook offensive. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. Let's rewind just a little bit. Go frame by frame, watch. He disappears, goes there, but you throw your grappling hook, use it offensively, jump to the enemy, and counter. And then this animation, this visceral attack right here. Like, just look at it. Your character is grabbing this dude by the head while he's jabbing his sword through his skull with the other hand. So he's grabbing dude by the head with a prosthetic hand and then jabbing him in the skull with the other hand. It's just beautiful. Just look at that. Just look at that. It's like straight to the face. And then he's looking him in the eye and he's like, what's up? What's up? And then just as the creature realizes, oh damn, I'm fucked. Slash. This right here is being referred to as Kakuen, Japanese elder ape or whatever. Looks like a pretty damn big beast that I can't wait to go over there in beast mode all over his face. So overall, personally, I can't wait for it. Miyazaki, give us the good stuff. A lot of people are still hesitant because of Activision. I can sympathize with that, but at the same time, after what ENB has said, because I trust ENB, you can call me a fanboy, whatever the fuck you want. I trust ENB's opinion. And he said the gameplay feels awesome. The person that Activision has put in front of this project looks like he knows his shit. And it seems that From Software is just being given free reign. So I don't expect any of the Activision nonsense to pollute our next Miyazaki game. So everything's looking good so far. But if you're really that suspicious, wait for the reviews. Don't pre-order it. You don't have to. The game's still going to be available after release. So it's not like there's a limited amount of copies or whatever, unless there's some collectible statue that you really want to get your hands on, and then you already know why you're doing it. But ultimately, what I'm saying is, like, it's okay to be excited. This is what I always say. It's okay to be excited. It's fine. It's cool. Just remember, just don't start throwing money at the screen, people. Like me personally, I'm super hyped about this game. And I'm definitely going to play it no matter what. Even if it sucks, I'm going to play it. Even if it's just to report to you guys that it sucks. But I highly doubt that is going to be the case. What do you think about Sekiro Shadows Die Twice? Leave it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Here's 2 videos that you might be interested in checking out. I'm out of here. Peace out, people.